So when I was in school, I used to organize fun fairs. I used to organize dandiyas, etc. Then I was selected to go for a speech competition on the last minute, and I gave a speech in front of 2,000 people, my first speech of my life, and I got the national award. So that gave me a lot of confidence that it is possible for me to do a lot of things. And of course I was already very active in JCs. At that time I was very active in JCs. Plus in our colony I used to do a lot of things. Another incident which happened was when I was selected by JCs to go to Japan. That was in 1978, and I was just 17 at that point of time. And the minor, you are a minor at 17. At 18 only you become a major. So I went to Calcutta, to Chennai for an interview, and they had a very grueling interview for me. And then the end of it, they didn't realize that I was underage. So all my papers were sent over there. And then the Japanese, JCs which was hosting the whole thing, they said, oh, this is a minor, who will take responsibility for her? So, but then these JCs people said, look, this is the best ambassador, that we have, because in that you are supposed to play the role of kind of an ambassador which is representing India. So then I said, when one of the questions asked to me was that, do you have boyfriends? So I said, look, I have friends who happen to be boys also. So, that really got the whole thing that you are a diplomatic person.
ये जो साइट है स्वामी प्रेमपुर आश्रम की, ये साइट 2008 में तैयार हुई और ये दीना बहन की स्कूल वजह से शुरू हो गई। और सेकेंड थिंग, ये जो साइट है ये बाइलिंगुअल है, हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश। यहाँ पे उन्होंने बाल संस्कार शुरू किया। यहाँ पे कम से कम 250 स्कूल उसमें ये होते हैं, पार्टिसिपेट करते होते हैं, और 4000 बालकों को यहाँ पे ये किया जाता है। कम से कम 20 एक्टिविटीज होती है इसके अंदर, ये होती है स्पर्धाएँ होती है, और स्कूलों को प्राइज दिया जाता है। प्रोफेशन इज चार्टर्ड अकाउंट, CA एंड शेयरपुर। और फिर भी यहाँ पे वो पूरा टाइम भी करती है। यहाँ पे बाद में साहित्य संपदा है। साहित्य संपदा में गुजराती के बड़े बड़े साहित्यिक यहाँ पे आके गए हैं। लास्ट 5 साल से उन्होंने यहाँ पे साहित्य संपदा का यहाँ पे किया है। उसका ये पूरा 5 साल का एक श्रीविका से उन्होंने पढ़ा उन्होंने।
Sensitivity is also very important. Very often we become so insensitive. How people treat their servants in the house. They will go to the hotel and spend 5,000 rupees on a single meal. You buy something, it costs t-shirt 1,000 rupees, and the salary that you pay to the servant, and the kind of work that you make him do, and flouting of wealth in front of servants. They are very insensitive to your environment. Go to a hotel, talking away loudly. There are other people who are sitting who can't themselves talk also. So that sensitivity, you are in an open park, nobody is bothered, everybody is running around, you talk loudly, no problem. But if the atmosphere is such, and people are maybe doing some serious talk or just enjoying themselves, they wouldn't want. So this sensitivity cultivation is necessary. And once you are tuned to your this, you are very sharp and fast. But I think real professional challenge, if you say, that you want to do something different, you want to reform something, and then you bang yourself against the wall. That challenge came when I was in the stock, when I went to the stock exchange. Of course, I happen to be the first woman who has entered the trading ring, but I give myself more importance for the kind of reform process that I started at the exchange. Because at that point of time, that was in 1985, 86, the practices were very poor, processes were very poor. Like what we do in a 1 day, 2 day, or in 2 hours, we used to take 15 days to do. Like what is called a settlement of the trades. It used to take, after the closure of the settlement, take 15 days to settle the trades. Of course, there were a lot of vested interests, there were inefficiencies in the system. I constantly studied. I said, why is this problem there? Why are we, not able to do things on time? And that drove me to, continuously, question everything which was in front of me. I used to question. I said, why this? Why not this? So because of that, I got lot of, answers as to how things need to be done correctly. And then, it's a matter of money. It is matter of 200 crores, 600 crores. And people who are used to paying the money after 15 days, they would have to pay money after 2 days, 3 days. And which was, a big, very powerful lobby, which would try to stop me from doing whatever. But I always said that, this is doable, and whatever criticism I used to get, I always took it as a criticism of the problem or the issue rather than criticizing me.
I think we are very fortunate that we have got the opportunity to work with Deena Mehta, a very great leader, great woman, very compassionate and very passionate about her work. So it's been a great learning experience, how she has grown this company and what new initiatives she has brought about in this company. I think as a person, very ethical person and very nice people to work with. So far my experience has been very great. I think it's one kind of an experience, working with such an luminary in the industry. I think overall it's been a good challenge, good learning experience.
The stock exchange rate. When I went for interview, normally interview lasts for about 1 or 2 minutes. They just say who you are, etc. But when I went, I was the first lady to go there. So I didn't realize that, there's nobody else who's going in the ring. So my interview lasted 2 hours. And they tried very hard to tell me, this is not the place for you, all men are there, we don't know how they'll behave with you, so you can't go. So I kept saying, no, you don't worry, it is my problem, I will look into this. Ultimately, last argument they gave was, look, our floor has only men's toilet, so we don't have any women's toilet. So they said, look, we can't provide women's toilet for you. So what will you do for 3 hours? There's no toilet in the building, in the place. I said, you don't worry, I will take care of myself. I will not protest with you to provide me with that toilet.
उनका अच्छा नेचर है और सिंपल एंड सोबर है, उनका एटीट्यूड भी अच्छा है और सबसे अच्छे से बात करते हैं. बस अभी तक तो मुझे कुछ इतना एक्सपीरियंस मतलब ऐसे इंटरेक्ट नहीं हुआ है उनका और मेरा, पर जब जितना मैंने सुना है, जितना मैंने उनको लाइवली देखा है, उतना अच्छा नेचर है उनका. सोबरिटी ज़्यादा है.
In my native place, every vacation we would go to our native place, and they had this library. It is in Bullseye, and they had this library, Gandhi Pustakalaya, and over there I was the only person who read English books. So every month of May I would go over there, and I would actually dust all the books, clean up all the cupboards which had English books, and then arrange them, and then 2 months vacation I would read all of them. And then again next year I'll go, and they had whole hundreds of P.G. Woodhouse, all original volumes, and all these classics, what we call, all the classics were there. So by the time I was in 8th standard, I had read all the books. Then when I started doing my CA, I wanted to buy the books, and then I had something like 20 rupees saving a month. And we used to get these world book, books, and they would cost 160 rupees. So I bought them in installment. I would tell that guy, look, I'll pay 20 rupees per month. So every 2, 3, 4 months I could, buy one. So, all these instances in my life I have seen that, if you are different, if you think differently, there is enough of support which is available for you, and your ideas can really grow.